The needle's on the record, ladies and gentlemen.
Go into it there.
Yeah. I'm feeling good. Let's go. I'm a hustler, baby. Yeah.
I'm a hustler.
And we are back in the building. Salutations from Thoughts Fired.
Shoot him. Just shoot him up. What?
Giving it to you live and unorganized. But when we arrive, you know it's live. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Thoughts Fired back in the building, man. I'm just so happy to be here, man. It's been a great weekend. We're here to recap your week, let you know what's trending out in these streets, what's in our Cap City Chronicle, and I'm in good spirits tonight, man. How we doing?
Doing well, man.
Doing good, man.
Enjoying this little one-horse town.
Yeah.
Had a good weekend, man. Gonna definitely recap the family day.
Yeah, that's what's up. What's up? Me and GTA, we've been on hustling out here, on DJ grind.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, like I did a 50th wedding anniversary and you did a 60th birthday.
Yeah.
And it shows our versatility right there.
Yeah, man. We was
doing
it.
That's not just Thoughts Fired. They run around weddings.
Yeah. We get your yard right. Yeah. DJ your thing. All
DJ,
that.
all your bar mitzvahs, your wedding, your baby shower.
Did you see the circumcision before you did the bar mitzvah?
And we want this DJ and stuff. We can get your yard right too, man.
Oh yeah, don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted, baby.
Put some diamonds in that diamond shining, boy.
Yeah. So what we gonna do today, man? We're gonna go ahead and get right to our little Cap City Chronicle. Like I said, that's our little our newspaper. You know what I'm saying? That's what we report from. That's where we give you the news from. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely gotta not to be biased or nothing like that. I definitely got to put on the front page of our Cap City Chronicle. We got to talk about our 6th annual Family Day, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Which Thoughts Fire was definitely in the building.
We was promoting it too, and Double spearheaded this for a long time. As long as I've known it being done, I've known this guy's pretty much worked with a few other members of the community to get donations and whatnot, and put up his own money, and I'm sure a lot of other people put up their
Oh yeah, I think I think I touched on it on the last one a little bit when I was trying to kind of promote for it, get people out there. And like I said, man, hey, from the bottom of my heart, man, thank you to everybody that came out this year, man. People that donated and people that definitely
on the way down there. The old lady just had
check this out, man. I'm on the way to Family Day. I'm picking up Josh, and we're going to go grab some more stuff to take to the park. And a lady got contact with me, and she said, hey, I want to come down and do snow cones and cotton candy free all day. She heard about what's going on, and that was like a spur of the moment thing, and that's really how it goes. This is an organic thing here. Like I said before, not to keep giving you the story, but it came from a video I seen being held at the park by the Cable 10 back in 84 and 85.
Right.
And the park was filled with people. There was dance contests and people having bike contests.
Right.
My daddy was DJing, ironically, so let you know how long he been doing it.
Yeah.
And it was
that's right. It's in the pedigree.
Yeah, it was just a great day, and I sat back and said, "Why are we doing this again?
Yeah.
Why are we doing? We keep this thing going. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause that's a day that everybody can remember. Because like me seeing that video, I might not have been in that video, but I remember those days happening at the park.
Right.
So I got with my peers in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And we got together. We came up with this thing called Family Day. Mm-hmm. The first year was just we just planted that seed right there. And we said we're gonna get some bounties and get some prizes and play some games.
Right.
And we had a good turnout. And we said, hey, let's keep this thing going. You know what I'm saying? Annual. So every day, every year we kept growing. We kept growing.
Right.
Here we are, 6th year. Mm-hmm. Probably our biggest crowd we had.
Right.
And we had the great weather.
Yeah. I mean, the fire department showed up. The local news, the State Journal was down there.
EMT.
Yeah. I mean, and it really was a great environment.
Right. I think you should really list the things that was going on down there.
Okay, let me tell you what's going on.
Give them
things for the kids and stuff.
Before I start, let me take my hat off to my, my wonderful colleague and one of my wonderful, my partner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My protege, not my protege. Not what I'm saying. My not the other way around.
Yeah, you're his.
I'm his protege. I'm saying like that. Yeah, I learned so much from this guy. I learned so much from this guy. I'm telling you, I always want the live mixes. he was like, hey, take the bass out.
Right.
Take the bass out when you're mixing the song. Like, oh, that's how I'm just telling you the small thing. It's my guy right there.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I picked up what you were saying.
Shout out to my guy GTA, man, for
DJ'd all day long.
DJ'd all day long.
Brought all his equipment down.
We got him for tent for his vinyls. You know what I'm saying? We talked about the last episode when his vinyls had warped and melted.
That's the only requirement. That was the only thing on
so we got his tent, you know what I'm saying? He showed out.
Shaded over there.
Yeah, did his thing. And,
I mean, that's the least I could do,
man.
man.
Like I said, I already mentioned, the lady came down with the snow cones and the free cotton candy all day. That was great. That was definitely a hit.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Thank you to her. You know what I'm saying? Pity Thurman's her name. She got shout out to you. Shout out to the ladies that was face painting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they had.
I think her name is Rose.
Yeah, those
Rose
were
Murphy.
Young girls actually. Down
Yeah,
there.
not just her. There was a lot of other girls that was face painting. I don't know their names, but thank you for those girls that was face painting.
Right.
We had bouncy houses. The obstacle course. We had another bouncy house for the kids. The Dunkin' booth is always a hit. You know what I'm saying? Every year.
Yep.
We have a little pet zoo with some chickens and rabbits. She brings a goat. And she brings a pony for the kids to ride.
Yeah.
That's Dobby. Dobby Animals. Thank you for always coming out for us. We have free food. Shout out to JC and B Mac for cooking the food.
JC, exactly.
You know what I'm saying, for cooking that food together.
I went and picked off his grill. I ran over. I said, I want what's on there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And shout out to the ladies that was prepping the food and serving the food.
It was such a great effort by everyone. Even picking up trash and all that stuff at the end of the day. Like, it was a beautiful thing,
we left the park like we found it. We don't leave it a mess.
Right.
We had sack races for the kids. You know what I'm saying? We had this little game we played. We had to put the ping pong ball in the spoon and race with that. We had the balloon toss.
Right. We actually are gonna get. We've got footage. James Hatchett did a beautiful video.
If you ain't seen that video yet, please look it up on. We're gonna share it on Thoughts Fire.
We're gonna have it on Thoughts Fire.
Shout out to Open Window Media. You know what I'm saying? My bro,
awesome.
Jay Hatch. That video was phenomenal.
That I tell you what, that video kind of captured that entire day right there. You know what I mean? And he couldn't have been done any better. Like, seriously, when I watched that, I got cold chills. That's exactly what it showed. That was about the kids and you guys putting forth the time and effort to do it for those kids who don't always have people that, give them time and effort. You know what I'm saying? And, as a community, we've got to reach out to that area, to every area that is, less
kids
fortunate.
Need that. Yeah.
Exactly. Because, like I said, I've heard it said before that common memories build communities. And what I took from that was like, if everybody's down there, if all these kids have common memories of each other and being around each other and doing things together, then that builds the community. That brings along these kids are being in diverse situations where they're not hesitant or scared or don't know how to interact. You know what I mean? They have, because when they're kids, they're innocent anyway. They don't care what color you are. They want to run around and play with you. You're their friend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And let them grow from that.
Yeah.
And that was like, that's what really was touching. I had my cousin Nick, who does 44 Sports photography, does my logo. Or does our logo, excuse me, not my logo. It does our logo. Yeah. And, shout out to Nick for all that. But he texted me and I let Double read the text. And he was like, man, I want to be a part of it next year. Like, if I can donate anything, he was like, that stuff doesn't need to go unnoticed. This will be, it's an testament to you, LB, those guys that run out down there. And
shout out to my guys.
LB, those guys, like, they coach in the community and all that stuff like that. And then they go out of their way to do this. It's all about the kids. And
all about the kids.
It was so awesome, man.
I think every kid got something.
Oh, we gave away 107 backpacks, man. You know what I'm saying? We actually had a gracious donation, man, from the Ricky Harris III Foundation. I think it was a young man who passed away in a swimming pool accident last year. And they reached out and donated some great donation to them by them. And so thank y'all, man. We had and other people donated too.
I don't think you landed your plane earlier, but there was a lady at Walmart that literally handed us $20.
Oh yeah, we were
people throughout the community.
Right, I was going to get some more things. Like, I received another donation from a lady, and she gave me a check. Shout out to her, Tammy. She's like a mother to me, and she cut a check for me and for the family day. So we went there that morning with you. Yeah. And so we're going to the register. And we got the bikes and everything. We're going to check out for, and a lady seen us there and she's like, hey, I want to go. Would you guys pay for my stuff? I said, hey, this is a donation actually, you know what I'm saying, from something we do for the kids at the park or whatever. And she just immediately opened her purse and gave $20.
Her face lit up though, because like she said, she was like, I could tell immediately. It was like, man, we, give it
was like, we didn't want to take it.
Yeah, exactly. And she was like, no, I can tell this is something genuine, because it really is, man. What you do is amazing, dude.
Yeah, that's great.
And I know it. I mean, you're always going to deflect and all that stuff. You don't want to take on all the, all that comes with it. You're gonna always shout out to other people, but what you do is really, it's a beautiful thing for these kids, man. It's awesome, man. We all appreciative of you, along with everybody else that helps, man.
Well,
but seriously,
go back to what you said. It was common memories create.
Common memories build communities.
Okay, so that common memory I had of that video being at the park that day when they had the free concessions all day and you know, saying so that I said, hey, let's bring that back. These kids right here need that. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I was telling y'all. Like, I want to get I brought my daughter and my girlfriend down. Yes. And we also, you know, I want to get my nephews involved next year. I'm gonna try to get them, you know, my brothers down here, get everybody down there to show them, you know, what I saw, what I've witnessed. I've been to a few of them before, but really this year, like, I mean, it captured everything you guys have been trying to do, and it couldn't have been more well timed with the video. The State Journal coming down to actually, you know, promote what you guys are doing, because
also, you know, the mayor came down.
Yes, exactly. The biggest
mayor
thing,
came down and he gave us a proclamation of the making that day, the day of the 29th, this Saturday, making it an official day, Family Day. So that was great. That was definitely a you know what I'm saying, a moving thing. You know what I'm saying, to see something to come out the brain. You know what I'm saying, to manifest to that right there. You know what I'm saying. So that was just great all the way around, man. The day was so great, and I got to thank you to Mindy at Star 103.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. We gave away so many tickets to these, you know, the game, the Legends game, the Louisville Bats game.
And you know what? Like, we're all about keeping it local, and that's what, you know, they're doing the same thing by giving back to the community. So shout out to them. Listen to Mindy in the morning. Like, that was a beautiful thing. Thank you for having me on, Mindy. For real. Thank you. She promoted that, and then she helped, you know, give you gifts to, you know, take to these kids. These kids are going to baseball games and stuff.
Baseball games. They're going to Mega Cavern. They're going to Holiday World tickets.
Right.
I mean, this is just so great to these kids, and their faces light up. And we gave away so many bikes, and people donated so many bikes. And, you know what I'm saying? We gave away like 9, 10 bikes.
There was so much water down there. Like, oh my goodness, wasn't nobody gonna be thirsty? I can tell you
like
that.
I said, it takes a village. No one man can do this, man. They got a great team behind me, you know what I'm saying? Gene and Deezy and LB, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chris for doing his you know, backpacks and you know, trying to do that, gathering the backpacks and everything. For the last couple of years we did that. You know, so that was a great addition to Family Day. Thank you for doing that. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, I just want to everybody coming together is what it's about, man. You know what I'm saying? If we a team and we under one umbrella, you know, strength in numbers. Y'all seen the hashtag I've been using is strength in numbers, because when we come together, we can be unstoppable.
That's right. And we are all about this community. It's like everything we do, starting with Thoughts Fired, is about the community first. You know, everything else that comes is secondary, but this is all about the community. Greg, what it look like from behind the turntables up there, brother? How did you view?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, the whole day, man. The kids was rocking. The adults was rocking. Everybody
dance
was
contest. You had them going on the dance contest.
Right. I learned the new song.
Them kids was worse. Whoa. The kids was worse than the adults about requesting songs.
Definitely, man. If they want to hear that joint, they want to hear they go through, and then I get to playing their songs, and then the older crowd get to looking at you crazy like, oh. So I had to switch it back up. But it was awesome, man. It was awesome. I was watching you guys play Knockout. You know what I mean? And it was a beautiful thing.
Old guys can't keep up no more.
They
My son actually put me out.
I saw that.
I jumped in with the Knockout.
I was alluding to that, but I didn't know if you wanted to be that to be aired or whatever.
I jumped in Knockout trying to be, you know, play with the kids, and my son got behind me. Put me out.
And that,
man, your son stayed on that court the whole night.
If I can, you know, take a moment to say this. Another thing I noticed was watching down there, you know, there's a lot of guys down there that had, you know, that had a lot of potential in sports, you know, and they may not have, you know, took it as far as they could through whatever, you know, unfortunate circumstances that may have occurred. But you look around and you see guys that have made mistakes in the past, and the kids are down there and they're playing college ball. Yeah. Or you know, and you ain't never been a troublemaker per se. You just been a knucklehead from time to time. But I mean, other guys that really have, like, you know, done some things that have been, you know, perceived very criminal in the, you know, context of the law of the land and all that stuff like that. But, you know, for us, we know them as good people. They just made some mistakes and whatnot. You know, and to see them out there with their kids playing college sports now and actually pursuing the dreams that they had that they may have messed up because, you know, somebody probably wasn't down there doing Family Day for them. You see what I'm saying? So now these guys are turning around and it's all about the community. So, you know, let's not judge any books by their cover when you see the people who do help with this stuff, because some of these people are trying to, you know, get a second chance at life, trying to, you know, better their image, and it's a beautiful thing as far as I'm concerned. I happen to be one of those guys myself, and I think, you know, it's a huge testament to them to, you know.
I mean, every day you got a chance to make a change, make a difference, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, what are you doing to make it. That's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Right. What are you doing to make a difference? Everybody talking about they tired of Frankfurt. You're probably tired of Frankfurt because you're doing the same things.
Yeah, and we're not gonna call out any names, but some of you guys who you know who I'm talking to. We want to stick a mic in your face too and let you tell us, your story.
I had some good conversations with some guys.
Yeah, I mean, we need that in our community.
They said they want to come on. I'm not gonna give you a name, but they said they're gonna come on here and give their testimony, their story. So
it's coming
soon. We know, like you said, in this them seeing us doing this.
Yes.
They
we want you to have the image that you want to have, and if we can get it, if we can get it out there and people can actually hear your story and listen to it, and it be structured, you know what I mean, ask you some objective questions and let you come out here and give your story, and then just let them form their opinion about you. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to push any agenda. You know what I mean? We're gonna just ask you some questions about your background, tell you, you tell us how you moving forward and all that, because we want the community to hear those stories, because I think it's truly amazing what some of you guys are doing out there. So I can't wait to get some of these people.
Like I said, we're going to big up the city, man.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
People got a lot of hate for Frankfurt, but guess what? It's a beautiful place to be. If you utilize it the way, you know what I'm saying, it might not be the most entertaining. Right. There's a lot of love here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of love in the city right here, man.
If we was having barbecues down there all weekend, we can't always have the bouncy houses and dragging DJ tables and stuff. But if it's a nice day, go. You know what I'm saying? Go hit up Pick Pack.
And we gotta
keep it local.
Back.
Go buy some, they got some good meat down there. Go buy you some good meat. Go down there to the grill set up. We gotta
bring the park back, man.
Exactly.
And actually, I want to be a voice out here, to tell you the truth. I want to be a voice out here. So, I really want to get our park redone, restructured, because we have the only park down in that neighborhood that's in a neighborhood that has a summer program ran out of it every summer. You know what I'm saying?
And
so
it hasn't been touched.
It's been touched up, but it needs to be where these kids will be there all day long. So I want to be a person that can go out there and who I can talk to and get that done if I can be, if any help.
I want to ask you a question. Who was the white guy that was out there that was walking around shaking hands and stuff before the mayor got there, that actually walked off with LB? He's was looking at the
city commissioner. He's been there the past. Mr. Tippett. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows him. He was a coach. He was a coach there at Frankfurt High, I believe so. He's city commissioner now, I believe, and hopefully,
he's gonna get some things done down
there.
Like he came down there and showed up, and he actually took the time to walk around.
Yeah, it's the second year coming. You know what I'm saying? So we get the people, we get some good recognition for the people. Like I said, man, we do it for the community, man. This thing is growing. We planted the seed 6 years ago,
right?
And this thing is growing, man.
That's right.
I won't stop till it's one of the biggest.
No, you shouldn't.
The biggest things in the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like organically.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You got some corporations, some banks and stuff doing things like that, but this is organic right now.
If you give time to these kids, I'm sorry, Greg. Go ahead, my bad.
No, I was just gonna say that's another thing I want you to talk about how it is organically. You know what I mean? We had a conversation earlier when it's not about the recognition and it's not really about cleaning up our image or anything like that. This was something for our kids, and that was when I say our kids, I mean the community's kids.
Yeah, exactly.
We have the longest day ever or whatever, but that doesn't necessarily include us all the time, and that's what we was really. That's what I felt like the message you was trying to convey to me earlier.
It kind of saying that, but at the same time, we want to, like, some people was like, is this just for the South Frankfurt community kids? And I said, no, not at all. This is for the entire city, but this is an organic thing. This is not, what I'm saying, there's not a big thing behind it.
There's no corporations, man.
No, there's nothing. There's no funding behind it. There's nobody like that.
To gain
the community is writing checks. Like literally, your like local neighbor down the street is saying, "Here's $150. Go buy some bikes for them kids up there, so they've got something."
Right,
and that's exactly what I witnessed happen with Double Pit. Like that's how. I mean, you got people that are really just spending the money off of their back. It's not somebody that's just walking around.
And we actually talked about getting it under an umbrella. We met with a guy, I believe Ray Brown, and God rest his soul. You know what I'm saying? When I talk about that video from 84, 85, he let me know that was I believe a nonprofit group called the Citizens of Frankfurt that was putting it on, and he wanted to give us that name, but it was so much stuff in between he wants to have, people in position, and nowadays it's hard to count on your fingers,
you guys,
have 7-8 people on the board that could be constantly available for you to do these things. So more than doing that, we say, we're gonna go away from that. We're gonna say, hey, this day's going on. Hey, can you help us to give it? Give to do it. Give to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like my first year doing it.
Get a committee and let them vote for the board members.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to be a part of the committee can be a part, but actually have a vote for the board members, and then you guys get your 5-7 man board. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
So what we're looking to do now is like do some of the stuff those nonprofits are doing, but not be so nonprofit, be on paper like that. If that's even the thing.
Exactly. And to hit on another point you made when it's like, is this for just South Frankfurt? Or another thing people thought was like, is this just for kids that don't have, much? No, it's about all the kids coming down and having a good time. Now there's a raffle. If your kids if you don't have the money to buy them, or even if you do, but it would just help your pocketbook a little bit if you didn't buy a backpack or whatever, then come down and put your little name on the raffle. Otherwise, you can just bring your kids down there for the snow cones and the pony rides and everything else. And if you can already afford that stuff, that's fine. Still bring your kids down to play is what I'm saying. A lot of people thought, well, this is just for underprivileged kids, and we don't want to take our kids down there and then feel like they're supposed to get something. No, look, man, just
and to look what you're saying, it was crazy because when we was drawing for the bikes, right? Some kids want a bike and they said, no, I don't want to take that because I got a bike already.
Exactly.
But that's great right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about. Common memories, build community. That's already planting the seed in those children right there that they're wanting to give back to. When you giving them, they recognize that, so they want to turn around and give to somebody else. When they see that, you see what I'm saying? And that's the seed you want to plant in those children.
I tell the kids, if you win a bike, give somebody your old bike that doesn't have a bike. If you never have a bike, give them your bike.
Yes.
And then we had a basketball goal this year, right? The girl won the basketball goal, and they was like, she got some basketball goal already. She said, you know what? I'm gonna give my old basketball goal to somebody.
That's beautiful.
And she got a brand new one. You know what I'm saying? So and that's what it's about right there, man. It's like I said, it's a big community behind this, man. I had co-workers. I had like a lady at Walmart.
Yeah.
People cut me like texts. The first year I did it, I went around and I asked people, hey, you had a couple people, hey, it was a little reluctant to it.
Right.
And I had to understand that.
Yes, exactly.
That, you know what I'm saying? So it took,
there's a lot of scam artists in this world.
It took me to get that first year to go, and it was it was crazy. Some people that didn't give me money that first year that came to it, and they gave me the next year. They said, this is gonna, because like I tell you the truth, I was so ready to show people like it wasn't nothing about that. I broke every dollar there and showed dudes, hey, that money you gave me, that was for that bouncy over there.
Right.
That money you gave me over there, I put that towards this over here. So like just to let them know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I would never. We know your character, but not everybody does. So you know what I mean? But now here we are 6 years later, but people are just cutting me checks, and like I said, we got donations coming out of nowhere. The Ricky Harris Foundation. So Family Day was another success. Thank you to everybody that gave to us. I can't name them all off the top of my head right now, but I'm reach out to y'all.
It was such a touching day. We could literally beat this, for another probably 30 minutes. But we're gonna scoot on along a little bit or whatever, and
talk about the other things we did. After the Family Day, we actually got up with the bros at Dom's house. Thank you for being a great host,
Dominique White. Great host, also a great father. He was on the front page of the State Journal.
Well, he was on the web page, not the front page.
Oh, the web page. Either way, it was beautiful.
So, matter of fact, it's in our Cap City Chronicle front page, but it was covered by State Journal.
Right.
It was on
the
page
front page
A6.
of Cap City Chronicle.
A6.
Baby.
It was on page A6. Check it out, the State Journal.
We're gonna put it on Thoughts Fire Facebook page. So you on our front page, baby.
Yeah, that's what's up. So like I said, Dom, he hosted a great fight night with the bros at the Family Day. 2 fights we've been talking about on Thoughts Fired.
Yeah.
We had
Garcia.
I'm trying to fall asleep while I'm talking about this.
Yeah.
First, we had the Garcia versus Bronner fight. Man, very underwhelmed.
I didn't actually get to catch that when I was a little late to the party, but I heard it was, he's.
Bronner, if y'all know who is Adrian Bronner, he's a young fighter from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Right.
Cincinnati
kid.
He's, been very successful, in his boxing career, but he's lost, 2 of his biggest fights he lost, you know what I'm saying? And then this one right here was another big fight, you know what I'm saying? So he Garcia.
He's like a poor man's Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, he talks that Floyd talk. He still got
a Jansport backpack or whatever.
Exactly.
He got the Jansport.
That money got to his head, you know what I'm saying? Like,
did he win?
AB. Did he win?
No,
he was trash. He lost 10 out of 12 rounds, clearly. Garcia's a Mexican fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to disrespect, but we know how the Mexican fighters are.
Right.
You're going to have to come and...
Yeah, right.
Yeah. They gonna fight good, You can't come in on the. He kept getting hit and shaking his head like, "I'll fight." Like, he didn't hit me. No, it's just, he's clearly beating you.
Yeah,
it was like he needs to be humble and sit down. You need to humble yourself.
Speaking of sitting down and being humble, why don't you tell us a little bit about this UFC fight, champion by default, Daniel Cormier.
Oh man,
38-year-old. He technically paper champ because he had lost to Jones Bones.
It's the second fight of the night, guys. After the boxing match, UFC 214. 214 came out with the championship fight was Jon Jones versus Daniel Cormier.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, give the backstory on that.
Well, we started watching. We actually had on Thoughts Fire. We had we had a little breakdown of what we thought was gonna happen.
Yeah.
We all picked Bones Jones to win that fight just because, like I said, he lost to that pack. He ain't really lose. He lost to that pack. So he I guess had a successful rehabilitation, passed his drug test, and he got out there and kicked this dude's face off. But Bones Jones is a 30-year-old former champion who had lost by default to Cormier, who 38-year-old guy who's sort of a brawler.
He beat him and then failed the drug test afterwards.
Yeah, he had beat him and then failed the drug test.
That's why disqualified.
So he still might fail because I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't.
Hopefully he didn't fail that one either. But anyway, back to the topic at hand, him kicking his face off.
Yes, he kicked slob.
So about 3 minutes into the third round, he kicked the slob out of this man. And, Cormier was sort of like the first round, I felt like Jones won.
Yeah.
Second round, Cormier came out aggressive. He kind of caught him.
Yeah,
he won the second round. He caught him. He hit him with a couple shots.
He landed some shots.
Yeah. And he was starting to get Jones, he's running from him a little bit.
There was one point where he actually did turn and run.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
About right at the 3:01 mark.
Yeah, 3:01.
Point in time. If you have not seen it yet, you need to get to the internet immediately because this man has just gotten a check from Michael Jordan.
A few moments later.
Mike has gave him a check that said, "Thank you. I'm no longer the crime meme anymore." Oh my goodness, his face was priceless, man.
He's talking about after the fight. See.
Oh man. So
Bones Jones came across his face at 3:01 with a left kick, I believe.
Yeah.
Was it left? Yeah.
Yeah.
Left kick, bow. I'm going to give y'all the take on it. Left kick, bow to the face. Knocked slob off of him.
Right.
Knocked him back to the last fight.
Man.
About 2 years ago. So, he's falling across the ring. Right? He kicks his foot up.
The sweep kick.
Sweep kick, spun him around.
that he knew.
Sweep kick, spun him around. He falls all the way back to the cage.
Then he hits him with the flying knee.
Jon Jones closes it on him with a flying knee kick
to the chest.
Man. So disappointed.
Then he goes to the ground pound, and basically this, knocks him all the way out.
Right.
After the fight, they're trying to get Cormier to come back to his senses.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's out of it.
He was about 4 or 5 punches
so disappointed.
late, actually stopping the fight. The referee was about 4 or 5 punches late stopping the fight.
So he's in a daze until they show the replay of Jon Jones knocking him out. Then he decided. He didn't decide.
I don't know, man.
And then he's just broken down with emotions, man. Like,
I don't know, man.
Man, like, it was one of the saddest, worst. Like, it was funny.
I don't know, man.
Post game interview.
I thought the fight was going well. I don't even know what happened.
Oh man. That's what he said. He said he don't know what happened. I believe him. I believe him.
Let's give him a quick little rundown.
Show what happened. Show what happened. Give me to him one more time, man.
I don't know, man. I thought the fight was going well. I don't even know what happened. Oh man, I'm so disappointed.
He's got this crying face going on.
Oh, he's crying. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
man.
I got kicked in the face.
He got kicked in the face, and he don't know what happened after that. And the video clearly shows that, man. So, like we said, Thoughts Fire picked up Bones Jones, and again. And still, and whatever you can say, and new champion.
The funny thing was we actually we got up with Cormier the next day via cell phone, man. We won't tell you how we got that number. Don't ask, don't tell. Kind of like the military used to be and all that. So we got a. We got a little interview with the man. So here it goes.
I don't know, man. I thought the fight was going well. I don't even know what happened.
Yeah. So
Cormier, like, how'd you feel the next day, man?
I don't know, man.
Can you? How did you get home last night?
I don't know, man.
I mean, Cormier, you were talking so much junk in the press conference. You called him a junkie and everything. So tell me how you feel about the junkie now that he kicked the brains off of you and knocked you out.
Oh, man, that's so disappointed.
Yeah.
All right, so what about after the fight? You know, apparently I would assume, you know, if you're the champion, you know, you get a different level of woman. So what did you wake up next to? How did you feel when you woke up next to the guy that lost the title? What kind of women did they sleep with? What she look like? How'd you feel about her?
Oh, man, that's so disappointed.
Second place women just ain't the same, huh?
Oh, man.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah.
Moving on, though, man.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? That was a definitely, thing, good weekend. Capping off the good day Saturday, man. We had 2 fights. Bronner fight was disappointing, but the Bones Jones was definitely electric, and it was definitely lived up to the hype.
Yeah.
And it was definitely great, man. If you go back and dig into Thoughts, Fire, and Fouls, we've been touching on this fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we previously.
So it's great to see it happen, and we can hear it there. Touching on it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Our main thing, like I said, was, we're going to keep it local, but we still talking about some of the current events. And
hold on, while we in sports, man, I got to give shout out to Josh's shirt he got on right now. Everybody knows my man Josh is a big 49ers fan. He got the airbrush Jerry Rice shirt on right now, man. It's keeping it real thorough throwback right now. You
exactly,
know what
babe. Memphis did bring some positivity to this town. I had a guy, from Memphis there. He was one of my homeboys, man. He threw in some money back in the day. He said he had this guy that can airbrush shirts, man. And he would put I seen some of Penny Hardaway. They had some ones with Jordan on them. I was like, I need one with Rice on there. So he brought it back to me. Like I said, there was some positivity around that crime ring, baby. Anyway. But if you want to look in the Cap City Chronicles under the arrested section, there's still a few of them catching cases around here.
Oh my goodness! But hey, let's to touch on another thing we had last week in our Cap City Chronicle on the front page. We had some controversy, and I think we got a backstory to that too.
Yes. I want to hip y'all to the Julian Carroll thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all heard my man. All right, so we gave you the backstory on a 12-year-old story about Julian Carroll that apparently had been swept under a rug somehow. I don't know how. It's awful convenient that now that a special session is coming up, and you've got state pension, which is a really hot topic through that, and this is actually Senator Carroll's district, right? Franklin's his district, and he's got a history, mind you, of whatever his sexual, mishaps may be. I won't even call it mishaps. Preference. Whatever his sexual preference may be. Obviously the mishap came in him, doing it under the. I won't be right in the way that it came. You understand what I'm saying?
His thirst.
And I don't, no pun intended with the way that he came. Yeah. No. So anyway, back to the topic. All right, Julian Carroll is. This is his district. He's a big advocate for the state government, who just happens to employ a huge part of our city here. So it seems like there's it's starting to stink a little bit with this whole thing coming out 12 years later. Like there's something going on with maybe the other side, or somebody's trying to push an agenda, because at the end of the day we don't care. What the man has done actually after I didn't know a whole lot about Julian Carroll. I did a little, checking up on him.
Well, that's what we are.
Right. I did a little checking. We're coming to you live and unorganized.
Yeah, exactly.
What I'm saying, I did a little checking up on him, and apparently, he's been a big advocate for the state government. I've had a lot of people, minorities per se, come out in his defense and say, hey, that man has done a lot for our community and whatnot. Word. So I've heard a lot of positive things about him, and it's awful funny that the special session's coming up, and right around the corner, it's like, hey, let's drop this 12-year-old story. And for me, like I said, after I watched the whole thing, for me, I don't know how y'all felt, but the Jason guys seemed like I said, this was a setup move. It had to have been a setup move.
Yeah, it sounded really weird. Yeah, it was
a setup move. Like, you don't get propositioned by a man unless you've been in that circle somewhere before. Yeah. I don't, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Somehow or another, that guy was. I feel like there's a little bit of snake to him. And I hate that. Like I said, if it was a kid, I would definitely feel sorry. That would be sick. Let's push this to the furthest extent of the law that we can. Yeah. This is a grown man. He's breaking down, crying, and putting on a show. I'm pretty sure that Senator Carroll either knows somebody that has some interactions with him, or has had some interactions with him before, and it just all of a sudden he started hitting him with this crybaby face and all this other stuff. So for me, I feel like I don't want to tell anybody that it's, there's a conspiracy here per se, but at the same time, like, here's the information. Like, from what we understand, what we gather from it, there's a special session coming. State pension's a hot topic. We're gonna get into some more of this. We'll keep you updated right now. But if you don't know what's going on, stay informed. Check it out. Senator Carroll, 12 years later, has a case come out. I don't know why it's been hidden for so long, but apparently
politics. That's the biggest question.
Yeah, politics.
Why? I mean, why are they running them through the mud?
Politics.
Now?
Yeah, why? Exactly.
And
it's
because
chess.
even
it's
back
chess.
then, back then when the investigation was initially, they didn't even give enough
there was
care
no
about
crime.
it.
Yeah, there was no
crime committed.
Yeah, so apparently,
so now they just want to run them through the mud through the public opinion.
And is it that funny? Move. You know what I mean? Is like I don't.
Right.
I mean,
think about the videos you see when it's time for election time.
Yeah.
The opponents they slamming the opponents.
Oh, yeah,
so this is just basically what about a smear campaign?
Right. What about when we spoke earlier? You said about the how it all of a sudden became public record.
Oh yeah, basically what happened was so apparently there was no public record of this for some reason, and then the I guess Julian Carroll, from what I understand, he reached out after he found out that somebody else had gotten the footage, and apparently, like I said, this is all alleged. I don't know how true it is, but from what I understand, got in contact with the Kentucky State Police and said, hey, let's go ahead and get out in front of this, release this as public record. Because that's when he came back and started trying to smear the kid, talking about, oh, yeah, I was only doing this to try to test his character and whatnot. When he said it on there, like, if he was going to do this stuff, I was going to get him some help. Like, no, you wasn't. You was going to pop that thing in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what you was trying to do, buddy. Like, let's not lie about it. But, in his defense, like I said, I don't care how he gets his little rocks off. If he's an advocate for the community right now, if we got a special session coming up and these people's pension is on the line and things like that, like, we need somebody in defense of that instead of some, other political power coming in and pushing an agenda that gets him out of there so they can continue to rape the working people.
Well, real quick, you remember last time we spoke and we said something.
He's raping some grown men so that the other people won't rape us. All right, everybody's got to get raped around here. Somebody's got to get raped around here.
I don't co-sign that.
Me neither. But remember last time we spoke about it. Real quick, we said that remember there was supposed to be a gay or a homosexual
yes,
in Lexington.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden he said something
about we got to pray the gay away.
Right, pray the gay away. Yeah. And then a reporter remembered this story.
Right. But, from what I understand too, though, I've also heard he's been very transparent as a whatchamacallit, as a politician. Yeah.
Senator.
Sorry, Greg got me pointing. Grab this for me and grab that for me.
Yeah,
in the basement.
one of
Just
them
grab
bears,
it.
man.
I'm trying to get my point across. Trying to find my thoughts, baby. You watering me down, man. You hold me back, son. How you hold me back, son?
You tipping my good.
But that's all I got on that topic. Just do some research. We trying to keep you informed.
We're trying to do our job.
We want y'all to be relieved of not being informed. Thoughts fired, baby.
Yes, yeah, man. We ain't gonna keep y'all long, man. We thoughts fired. We got to come here and touch on the topics of the town. We bigging up Cap City. We love being where we from. Also, let y'all know what the big topics going on. And this, it's Sunday night here, and I just want to say, I'm thankful for a great weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for a great weekend, to do something positive for my city, to kick it with my guys. All around great weekend. I'm just thankful right now, and especially for my neighborhood. I'm gonna touch on this real quick before I leave. South Frankfurt, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't call it South Side no more. I call it South Frankfurt, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Totally
okay.
gentrified.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? I was telling y'all a story back in the high school days where sometimes some parents would drop me off.
Right.
On that area. I drop me on 4th Street, so I'm like, I'm not going down that way because this is what they heard. And to come, see that neighborhood today, the way that it flourished, and there's, Caucasian families out there, you know what I'm saying, with the black family still, and, let people know this is a great neighborhood to be in, you know what I'm saying, being somebody that got kids now, to see that, you know what I'm saying, that it's a stigma in our black community where you got to be from somewhere hard.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't from the hood. You know what I'm saying? What's that make? It make you a lesser man or something like that? We got to stop that.
Yeah.
We got to stop that right there, man.
And
you know
that's
what I'm
the
saying?
thing. Like, you guys, the people that are spearheading this, are, you know, you guys are a perfect example of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you hit the ground and go to work every day. You go raise your kids. It's not about who cares what's going on out there? Who cares who thinks how tough you are?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? None of that matters, man. None of that matters. You pay your bills. You raise your kids. And you tough to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I said, with that stigma and stereotype that goes with that area, I mean, I've heard it growing up all the time too, and I love these people. Like, I love going there. I've never seen, but the thing for me is like, not to put me on a pedestal or nothing like that. Like I said before, I have common memories with a lot of these people, and that built what the community is to me. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to see how I see it through my eyes, to understand that if we go down here and if you get behind people like Rick and LB, man, and those guys like that, like, you know, those people are high character people. I don't know what your credit score is. You know what I'm saying? High character people. These guys that are putting this stuff on are really like they're a very good influence on these kids. And, you know, let's all get behind it as a community.
And stay tuned, because I'm hearing some things that people want to, you know, put me in some places to have some words to say, and I ain't gonna speak on it yet, but you know, I heard some rumors that somebody, you know, want to speak with me and stuff like that. So, you know,
reach out to us.
Yeah, let's reach out to us, man. And like I said, man, I'm just thankful of the neighborhood I come from. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, I was able to live through the rougher times. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you some things that happened back in the '90s era. You know what I'm saying?
We need to change that perception and actually change the actions so that that's not the perception anymore.
Right, exactly, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in this place, Frankfort, Kentucky, man, we keep talking about it, man. But you know, that's where we from. And
beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and coming up this week, you know, it's gonna be a lot of, you know, things going on. There's a trial going on that's going to touch a lot of people in the city. You know, I just pray for the city right here to stay together, man. I pray for the people involved. Pray for the families involved, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of love out here. And we got to stay together, man. And Family Day just shows you that we can come together. We ain't got to come together in a bad time. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to come together to march and to rally to go against something bad that happened to us. We can come together and make our own day of happiness and fun. You know what I'm saying?
And it's easy to come together in Family Day, you know, and all that stuff, and everybody have a good time. But throughout, you know, like you said, the trial that affects so many people around here, you know, we got to come together through the hard times too, man.
We got to come together. Frankfort, we love you.
Right.
Thoughts fired. You know what I'm saying? We love being here doing what we do, and we're going to keep growing. Grow with us, roll with us, man. We're going to be in your neighborhood when everything's going on, touching and covering your thing you got going on. You know what I'm saying? GTA, my guy, put that work in this weekend. Thank you to everybody that helped out with Family Day. You know what I'm saying? And thoughts fired, man. You know what I'm saying? I got something to say out here. We out of here, baby. We out of here.